Waiting to be ready is costing you a lot of money. It's costing you a lot of opportunities, and it's costing you the life that you want to be living. The life that you feel like you're not ready to live yet. You are actually ready to live it. But you're not prepared to take the actions, because otherwise you wouldn't be saying, I'm not ready yet. You wouldn't be delaying it till next week or next month or next year or someday, which is a day of the week that, funnily enough, doesn't exist. So, I know in my experience, it was literally costing me tens of thousands of euros every month, waiting to be ready. And there's no easy way to say this, but you're kind of sabotaging yourself each and every day that you postpone the decisions that you know that you need to make but are afraid to make. Now, why are you afraid to make them? Well, possibly because you're afraid of failing, you're afraid of embarrassment, you're afraid of people judging you. That's a big one around making money in particular. There's a lot of creators, there's a lot of skilled individuals that have a strong value proposition that a lot of people would want to pay a lot of money for. And I know this because I was one of those people who had a skill set that was hesitant to share their skill set because I was afraid, oh, who's this guy to think he can have his own business or charge some money? Like, how dare he make videos and put them on the internet? Why would anyone want to listen to him? So many people have that challenge, yes, the fear of putting themselves out there and even making the first post. And if that is you, I have a free course, it's called 7-Day Creator. It's in the description of this video. And that'll take you to basically the entire framework I use and share with over 1,000 people in our free community to make content and share their gifts. But that's just one piece of it, is making content, putting yourself out there, like literally just being seen. Now, what if you've managed to squash that beast, but now you're on the second beast, which is you've got this attention, but you don't have anyone paying you any money, and it's not sustainable. Well, this is a whole other piece of the puzzle, and it's around recognizing that you're worthy of being paid with money. There's an idea that you need a certain amount of expertise in order to be paid. Yeah, you ought to have a certain amount of expertise in order to be paid. The problem is, most people surpass that amount of expertise a very long fucking time ago, and they're still, to this day, saying, I just need to do one more thing, I just need one more certification, I just need one more year, I just need one more free client, or I just need one more client paying me a fraction of what I'm worth. So long as you have that mentality, you are never going to become the person who actually gets paid what you deserve to be paid or what you want to be paid. I'm not even saying you deserve anything. Like, you deserve as much or as little as you want. So take that and consider this. If you only want to charge €100, that's fine. But stop waiting to be at a point where you can charge €1,000. Because the point isn't going to come. You will charge €1,000 when you write on an email, the price is €1,000, please. There's not going to just come a day where someone grants you the right to ask for an amount of money. You grant it to yourself. And then you let the market decide if they want to pay it. If 5,000, let's say you ask 5 people for €1,000. If one of those people says yes, then I would say that's probably a decent price. If 2 of them say yes, again, decent price. If 3 of them say yeah, it's too cheap, increase the price. But you're not going to get to this point because you're currently making decisions on behalf of your prospects, on behalf of your clients, on behalf of your audience. You're saying they don't want to pay me that much money, so I'm not going to ask. And then guess what happens? They don't pay you because it wasn't even an option in the first place. I waited for so long to be ready. And what I was really hoping for, I was hoping for a day where it wouldn't be uncomfortable. I was hoping for a day where I would just feel confident that my price was my price and no one could doubt me, nobody could question me. That day still hasn't come. People think all sorts of things about what I do, how much I charge, why I charge it. And if I was waiting for all of them to agree with what I think about myself and what I have to offer, I'd be waiting a long time. Because at the end of the day, we're all on our own journey. Some people don't value what I do. Some people really value what I do. I can't force people to give a shit about me. And I also can't force myself to fit into everybody's perception of what I ought to be it with the videos I make, how I present myself, how I charge, how I deliver my services. I can't please everyone. All I can do is ask myself, well, what do I want? And how can I bring that into practice? And based on that practice, I can start testing things and actually making informed decisions based on data. But we don't make decisions based on our own limiting beliefs. In the mentorship that I run, one of the guys said, don't sell from your own pockets, right? Because let's say you're not doing too hot right now financially. No worries. But if you take that mindset into your business and then start pricing things as if you were the person going to buy it, you're going to end up selling stuff real cheap and undervaluing yourself. And how are you ever going to fill your pockets if you're selling from your own pockets? So we need to realize that money is a representation of value. And I hear this all the time. People feel like imposters because they don't have the resources that they would like. And so based on that, they consider themselves unsuccessful. And my response to that is always, whoa, money is just one representation of value. Please don't discredit yourself. Don't dismiss all of this value that you've been cultivating through your skills, through your experiences, and all of these things. Don't dismiss that just because your bank account's not looking too great right now. They're completely separate things. In fact, the reason your bank account will increase is because you acknowledge the skills that you have, you acknowledge the expertise that you have, you acknowledge the way that you can support people and help people. And then those people, once you announce it and say, hey, this is an offering, I'm looking for some people to help achieve this result, if that's you, book a call, fill out a form, whatever you do. And then they will pay you for the skill, and then your bank account will rise. You see, people think they need to have a full bank account before they go and charge people loads of money. How do you think you get the money? You charge people. If you're waiting until your bank account is full before you're ready to charge lots of money, how is that going to work? There's always a point where we're on a bridge where we're not quite where we want to be and we're leaving where we don't want to be, and it feels weird. We feel like an imposter. We feel like a failure, and that's completely valid because you're moving to new territory. It's okay to be sketched out if you're in survival mode, which you are when you're transitioning from one form to another. It's like when I go rock climbing, there's some bouldering problems that are really hard and I can't even start them. That's how hard they are. But there's some other ones that are really easy. And the sweet spot is to find something that isn't so hard I can't start it, and it's not so easy that I just do it without thinking. It's to find the one that I can almost do, but I can't quite do it. And that is what you need to aim for when it comes to expanding your capacity for holding abundance, be it financially, be it in terms of relationships, friendships, whatever it might be. So you're not going to be ready, but you have to start before you're ready. Because by the time you're ready, it's too late. By the time I'm ready to do the hardest boulder in the gym, it's because I've already done it. So you have to just start, fall, get rejected, feel embarrassed, have one of your old school friends call you a loser behind your back for trying to be a coach or a healer or an entrepreneur, whatever you want to do, and let them do that. That's the only way you're going to get up the wall. That's the only way you're going to be able to increase your prices and actually feel good about it. Because I promise you, the day someone pays you what you ask for is the day where you will realize how foolish you've been the entire time. Because you could have done that at any point. You honestly could have done it a few years ago. I really hope that this video encourages you to take that step today. If you have an audience, do this for the next week. Just send some emails, make some posts or post some video, wherever your audience is, and talk about the way that you can help them. Okay? And mention some of the benefits of being helped. So like, let's say my situation, like I literally help creators turn their audience into an offer and into income. So the benefit of what I have to offer is you're going to be able to attract clients that are excited to pay you for a transformation that you can offer them. So I help people create the offer. And the benefit of that is you get more money, you get more freedom, and you get to help people. Then start talking about some stories about how you've done this for yourself, whatever the thing is that you're doing, and how you've helped other people do it potentially in the past. Because this is just going to show more relatable aspects of you and how your framework can be of benefit to somebody. And do this every other day, just for a week. And then at the end of that week, you can just announce that you're going to be helping other people to do this. And give them an opportunity to book in a discovery call with you or a landing page and present the offer. If you don't know what the offer is, I have an offer blueprint as well. It's free, it's in the description of this video within the community. But that's literally how you could go from not being ready to being uncomfortable and landing your first client if you've never done it before, or if you have done it before, do it more often. The people that don't want to hear from you, that aren't going to buy your stuff, are never going to buy your stuff, and you being quiet and pandering to their desire is just going to hurt you. So you can't keep making decisions for people that are literally committed to discouraging you. They're committed to misunderstanding you. They're committed to disliking what it is you're doing for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. We don't need to pay any attention to it. But that's the thing that happens so often is, rather than focusing on what we desire and acting in accordance with what we desire, we try to focus on what's going to make me the smallest person, the smallest target, so that I don't have to deal with any backlash. I don't have to deal with any bullets coming my way. So we optimize for survival instead of growth. And so long as you're optimizing for survival, you're never going to grow. So which do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that is perpetually bullshitting themselves, waiting to be ready? Or do you want to be the person that starts before they're ready and gets to the top of that freaking mountain and has a bigger impact as a result of it? Not only on the people that you're helping in the world through sharing your content, through sharing your offers, working with clients, but also your sense of purpose, your bank account, your daily tasks have profound meaning. Now, if you want to do this one-on-one with me, I have a bespoke inner circle. So it's my one-on-one coaching program where I literally help you identify what your offer is. I coach you through the whole thing. And it's just me and you doing this. So for that reason, I only have a handful of people in there at once. And I've got 2 spaces open at the moment. So So if you want to have a conversation about that, there's an application below, and it's for advanced creators that are really serious about taking this to the next level. So if that sounds like you, and if I feel like there's a fit, I'll reach out. And other than that, this video here is a system that turns content into clients. So if you like this video, you might like that one. All right, bye.